creeps and pervs. This time, we're going to take a step backwards a bit to episode 4, Freddy's Tricks and Treats. This episode premiered October 29th, 1988. Was the Halloween episode.
I love screamers.
A young med student, Marcia, on Halloween, cramming for her biggest exam. Her boyfriend Mark trying to convince her that she should take the night off, celebrate, have some fun.
It's my most important test. It's my anatomy exam, and I don't want to blow my entire GPA with a C.
I'd be happy just passing.
Well, passing's not good enough for me. And you know that.
Not good enough for Grandma.
Marcia will have none of this, because she must prove something to her grandmother.
Cleanette!
What big eyes you have. Come to Granny.
Not being able to get any peace, any time to study, she takes off to the morgue to spend some time with the cadavers, where she learns the legend of Freddy Krueger.
Town really takes this trick-or-treating stuff seriously, don't they?
Yes, we do. That's because we got a very spooky ghost in Springwood.
Ooh, are you telling me that this town is haunted now?
Yes, by Freddy Krueger.
Freddy who?
Krueger. He murdered innocent children. He burned for it. The parents, they torched him a few blocks from here.
She then mistakenly pokes fun at Freddy. Well, Freddy will have none of this.
Okay, say that this ghost of
Freddy Krueger.
Excuse me, Freddy Krueger really does exist. He can't really do anything except bounce under a sheet now, can he? Anyway, dead or alive, a guy's got to do a little bit more than say boo to get my attention.
So Freddy accepts this challenge.
Must have been something I said. Right.
She keeps falling asleep. Freddy keeps messing with her. Meanwhile, we have Mark hanging out, still trying to convince her to go have some fun, that she's going to break if she doesn't relax. She needs to have fun. Fun will save everything. She's wound up too tight because she won't have any fun. We finally get to see what her issue is with her grandmother and why this exam is so important to her.
Grandma, what's wrong?
Unclean!
What's the matter? Grandma, what's the matter? Grandma, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Don't die.
At which point we get our twist. Find out that Mark was never there at all. Mark was a figment of her imagination. Maybe some part of her that was trying to keep her from breaking down.
You're always there for me.
You don't need me anymore. You faced it.
I need you, Mark. Mark?
The way that Freddy's Nightmares was set up, the normal episodes anyway, the ones that generally did not have Freddy in them at all, were always done in two halves. You'd have the first half that would introduce a story, and then that would end about 30 minutes. Then you get the second half, which would be a continuation of the story, but from a different angle. Maybe a character that was in the first half, the second half will follow that character. Or time will pass from the first half, maybe now in the second half a year's gone by and we find out what's going on. Little things like that. Well, this episode keeps with that tradition. So now we get the second half, where we find Zach.
2 months ago, she was a med school dropout, too scared to sleep. Grandma is coming back from the dead boyfriends who never existed. Tormented. Look at her now.
Who has developed a machine that can record dreams. His only willing test subject for this project happens to be Marcia. He's recording Marcia's dreams. But whenever a nightmare starts, whenever it gets too intense, his machine will flicker out, won't work. He's not happy with just being able to record some of the dream. He wants to be able to record the nightmare, the trauma. That's his whole pitch for the thing.
Eliminating years of psychotherapy here. Instead of lying on a couch, grasping and piecing together her subconscious, she can kick back over a TV dinner and watch her own nightmare over and over until it means nothing. It's like summer reruns.
And what if she can't handle it?
The people around him believe that he's pushing her too far, that she's going to snap. They want him to stop the project altogether, shut it down. He's done good enough. He can record parts of dreams. That should be good enough. Zach will have none of this. So in a last-ditch attempt, he decides to push her to the ultimate edge. Taking her to Freddy's boiler room, setting up a bunch of stuff to scare her. Even at one point, choking her. Like, bitch, you will dream or else. Well, it doesn't work out too well for Zach, I have to say.
Push it. 2 for 1 day. Can I make a dream?
It's too late, Zach. He wants you.
This episode was decent. It was a little weird. First half was pretty slow with the grandma and the morgue. The second half with the dream machine, a lot more Freddy was in that. I liked the second half, really didn't care for the first half. I did find with Freddy's Nightmares that usually was the case. I would like the second half better than the first half. Don't know why. I would definitely say, if you enjoy Freddy Krueger, you get a chance to watch this episode, you should watch it. Have any of you seen Freddy's Tricks and Treats? If so, leave a comment in the comment section. You can always hit the like button, subscribe. This is the last episode of the first season that actually has Freddy as a starring member of the show. Yep, season 1 only had 3 episodes where Freddy was actually really in it, not just hosting it. Well, until next time, remember to keep it creepy.